name is 𝐒𝐤𝐻𝐢𝐚 and I'm happy to see you in my new video. And as I promised to you long time ago, I wanted to make a video about Notion. That's the app for planning different stuff, like university, work, anything you want. And I'm using this app for about 2 years, so I want to show you, I want to present to you how I'm planning my university, my social media, and just basic life things, you know? So this day has finally come and I'm presenting to you my Notion interface. I usually use my iPad for Notion, but I also have it on my laptop. It's just easier to carry my iPad with me and track everywhere I am. So let's see what we have here. As you can see, our main page is called my personal page. And here's Yoongi's phrase, in the end they will judge me anyway, so whatever. That's my just main menu, you know. And here we have some, how we call it, 6 parts. 2 of them are just pictures for aesthetic and 4 of them have some information. So let's start with About Me, and we click it and we see here header, some picture, a couple of my photos and some main information about me. My illegal grams, you can, you know, subscribe. Some fandoms, favorite films, series, books. So just basic main information about me, about Eva, about Eva, Yeva, whatever you call me. Our second part is social media. And I'm a loser, I'm a lover. Here are all the social media I have, like link for main page of social media, Hardest Demon, Hardem Photo, and for YouTube and Telegram. I have a separate like social media page, and I just in this main page called my personal page. Oh my god, so many words, page, but whatever. I just link it to keep it organized and keep it in one place. But usually I don't really use this main page. I just use the left menu and just click whatever I need. So yeah, that's just for static, you know. Our third part is my plans. And here we have plans for the year, my usual annual goals, plans for the week, that will be our next page, plans for university, plans to watch and read, and plans for social media. Everything is understandable. And the last part here is entertainment. What have I read and what have I watched? And here are all the fandoms: BTS, Mamamoo, aespa, Stray Kids, Blackpink, TWICE, Hanaban, and Cat's Eye. And that will be in the end of our video, so look forward to it. And now we're finished with my personal page with our main menu, and we can move on to week plans. Now you can see my week page. And header, this user has memory problems, that's why I'm using Notion. Plan A had worked, plan B had failed. Everything depended on plan C, and there was one drawback to this. He had only ever planned as far as B. What we have here is calendar and some habits tracking. In the calendar, in particular this one, I track something I need to remember, but it's not some university or social media. For example, let's click on 14. And here's 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚 BTS. It's, oh my god, why did I say it with such an accent, like BTS? What I have? BTS. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I went to celebrate BTS anniversary and it was in bubble tea cafe called 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚. That's why I just tracked it. And that's all. That's basic. That's how I do it. And on the right side we have habits tracking. Like I need to track vitamins and workouts. I didn't have to work out. It's just one. At least one, you know. Reading, I'm trying to read every day stories and tracking in romance club. Because their dates are too expensive. 97 diamonds for a date with Victor in Moonborn. Like, I was playing Romance Club in the times when it just appeared and it has only like one story. It was about pirates. Then appeared Moonborn, and during these times I didn't have diamonds to buy this date because back in those times we didn't receive so many diamonds as now. So I'm just trying to, close this gestalt. By the way, I don't really like Victor, but still, I'm just using him to play the story. Yeah. I didn't say that. Who said that? Who said he doesn't like Victor? That wasn't me. We go a little bit further and we see global plans, month plans, and week plans. Again, I hate something, so you just know everything when the time comes. And now I just have here exam on 11th of July, some private meetings about university for month. I have some appointment in the office, and for week I have refilm Notion video because I'm filming it for the second time. I didn't like the result of the first session, so I'm sitting here and refilming it. And of course edit it. And Pinterest updates, but I think I did it, so we can say that we did it. And now everyday week plans, like for Monday, I had Blackpink Phantom anniversary and I posted it on Telegram. And for example, I have classes every day. For Friday, it was storytelling and photography, we did it. And today, we're filming Notion video. And today, I'm not gonna cry again, okay? Yoongi came back from military and finally all the BTS members are together. They are free! I survived military wife era. That was crazy, 2.5 years and I survived it. I met all my husbands from military, yeah! Proud military wife. Yeah, that was a harsh time, but I'm happy that they're all home again. And that's how I track on this page. Let's move further. You're already familiar with this page. Like, I already have 2 videos about my New Year goals, so you already saw it. Let's just see really fast. 2023, let's click here. Do you remember this first video? 2024, here we are. And the last one, 2025. Yeah, so those are our goals. And now we have our university page. Bright girls study hard. And an educated man may commit smaller crimes, but an educated man can commit larger, more impactful ones. Yeah, we're not criminals here, just a phrase. And here we have university information and classes calendar. This week I had classes every day. That was hard, but I survived. And on this main calendar page, we can see only time and room. But if we click, for example, story photo, it's storytelling in photography course, full name. We see date, we see time, we see who's the lecturer, and we see the room. And I didn't fix the date here, so maybe we can do it lifetime. I have 2 times, like the separate section time and then the date, but it will make sense in the end, like in the very, very end. Here I track all my homework, like not all, but I'm trying to. For example, I have a lot of posters to make, so I just have them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 15, and some of them are in progress. I don't remember which one, so maybe some of them are just said that they're not started, but still, some in progress, some are already done, and most of them are not started. And yeah, here in the end we have just some pages to, to track main information about this course. For example, let's click on advertising techniques, and here we have all the dates when I had these classes and some like themes of these classes. Something that I need to remember about professor, about this course, and I just put it here, so I don't have to look for it in some different strange places. So yeah, that was our university page. And now we move on to social media. And as the wall behind Jenny says, don't trust the media. Wait till a Snapchat that my friends might be working on a top secret government project. Are you crazy? You can't put that on Snapchat. Fine, I'll just put it on Facebook like a caveman. Yeah, here as usual we have a calendar. For example, let's click on Mamamoo because I need to fix it. It's Mamamoo anniversary, debut anniversary, and it's status posted because I posted it already. This sign is Telegram because I posted on Telegram. Here we have tags like it's photos or videos or just text, and of course the date of post. And here we have like 𝐒𝐿egogram icons, TikTok and Telegram. For example, here YouTube for Notion video. I'm not sure it will be out on June 29, but still I just chose some random date to track it. A little bit down we have a table in which we can track the same information but also add some posts, some videos that don't have exact date, so I can show them in the calendar view. For example, a couple of secret videos, and you know everything. In the gallery view we have all our social media, so let's take time and see all of them. The first one is YouTube. Here we have my channel and video ideas. Most of them I just had to hide, but some of them you can see like after 2. I hope I will film it someday. I have a little, I started this scenario, but I still need to work on it a lot. I need to reread the whole book, so it will take some time. Notion review and more concert vlogs. Second one is my personal 𝐒𝐿egogram, and here I just track the songs I use in my post because I don't remember which of them I used, and I just not want to repeat myself. And the same principle is for my photography account. I just track all the songs because I have bad memory. As my weak header said, this user has memory problems. The last one is Telegram, and here I tried K-pop groups, but I have a little hashtag trend, like it's called Not Alone, and when I have +1, +2 subscribers, I just try to compare it with some K-pop groups. For example, when we were 7, we were like BTS, and now we're 23, so we're like Zero Base 1, Dear Alice, Plave and X-Love in one group. I hope I'm counting it right. 10, 19, yeah. So 23 of us are 4 groups. That's just a little small fun trend, and I like doing it. So subscribe to my Telegram channel, and I will struggle more with trying to find new groups. And we finished with our social media page. Now we have films and books. The best cinema in the world is the brain, and you know it when you read a good book. I have a whole universe in my mind. Here we have watching list and reading list. Basic. Let's start with watching list. Cinema is not only about making people dream, it's about changing things and making people think. And on the other, good films make your life better. And here we have a huge table. And I'm gonna scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and that's not even everything, so we can scroll and scroll and scroll. That's finally the end. So I watched a lot of stuff, most of them some movies and some series. So 2023, when I started tracking it, not so many. 2024 is the biggest. Like, look at this, so many films, some series, K-drama. Yeah. I had a goal to watch more last year, so I was just trying to complete this goal. And in 2025, I also started watching, like, my recent was Skin Porsche. I completed it yesterday. Yeah, I completed it yesterday, so that was a great record. I really liked it, but I put only 7. I have my reasons, you know. Now we will have a look at reading list. And here the table is not so big. Reading books takes much more time than watching films, so reading is escape and the opposite of escape. It's a way to make contact with the reality after a day of making things up. And it's a way of making contact with someone else's imagination after a day that's all too real. In 2023, we have only 4 books, and 2 of them I can't even show. So in 2024, we have much more books, but most of them are just comics, major gram comics. 2025, I just recently finished reading Icebreaker. It's a book by Hannah Grace, and it's easy to read and it's really romantic, so I needed something to start reading again as I got my burnout. So it was really nice, and I found out that she has 2 more books about one of my favorite characters from this book series. So I started reading Wildfire and gonna read Daydream. Also, I started reading BTS biography in January, but I paused it because Icebreaker, I thought it's easier for me to read at this moment, and I just paused this book. But I know I will finish it somewhere when, I don't know, but I will finish it. I hope so. I will. Yeah, I'm just reading too slow. So we finished our films and books page, and we have last one in Notion. K-pop! And here we are, our K-pop page. There are songs you want to dance to, songs you want to sing along to, but the best songs are those that bring you back to the moment when you first heard them, and again break your heart. Here we have lots of pages like BTS, Mamamoo, aespa, Stray Kids, Blackpink, Twice, Cat's-Eye, and Hana Band. So let's start with the first one, BTS. The structure of this page is basically the same, so we'll be a little bit faster with the rest of them. And here we have members, debut date, fandom name, fandom since the date I became a fan, biases, here Yoongi and hobby, and Spotify playlist. Not all of them are finished, but still I liked them just because. And I'm in fandom since April 19, 2019. It's not the exact date at all. That was kind of the first time I saw them. It was Boy with Love. Which one? How it's called? With 𝐒𝐿𝐴, Boy with Love. Yeah, that was the first music video I saw, and it was a week after release. So I just chose this date just to choose something, to celebrate something, you know. Here we have all their profiles. Namjoon, Jin, Yoongi, Hobby, Jimin, Taeyeon, and Jungkook. And here we have like names of the names, birthday, the place where they were born, and their positions. Like, for example, Cookie is main vocalist and lead dancer. So yeah, that was our BTS page, and let's move on to Mamamoo page. So as usual, members, debut, fandom name, fandom since, biases, Moonbell and Yeonsan, but I think that I'm OT4, but still not sure. Spotify playlists, and here we have Yeonsan, Moonbell, Hwin, and Hajin. Yeah, I'm fandom since 2021, and I have such a big story about them. I just fell in love, and that was Our third page is aespa. Debut fandom name, do I need to repeat it? And I'm in fandom since November 27, 2020, 10 days after they debuted with Black Mamba. I just was thinking for 10 days, and then I was, yes. And since the debut, my bias is still Giselle, like Eri. So here we are, Jimin, Eri, Minjeon, Ninin, because I won't pronounce that. And here's our second boy group page, because I stand only 2 boy groups. Stray Kids! So, here members debut, fandom name, everything as usual. And fandom since June 26, 2021. And here we have a big story. Like, I found out about them during God's Menu era because, you know, a lot of stays are from God's Menu era because of Felix Parts. If you know, you know. Just, I'm guilty. But I wasn't sure about them, so I was looking, and then Hyunjin went on hiatus, and I was like, well, if he comes back, I'm gonna stand this group. If not, I'm gonna just move on. And then he came back, and I think June 26 was the exact date when he came back with some music video. I don't remember the name, but still, he's back and I'm stay. My biases are Banchan and Chanbin. Here we have Christopher, Minho, Chanbin, Hyunjin, Jisun, Felix, Sunmin, Jonin. Yeah. Oh my god, I feel like I'm just announcing some award ceremony. And here we have Blackpink, you know, 4 starts soon, and still we have nothing. But I still gonna support girls in their solo careers. So I'm in fandom since June 16, 2020. That was my second fandom after BTS. Jisoo, Jennie, Rose, and Lisa. Yeah, not a happy situation in fandom, but still I'm here. My gorgeous, beautiful women twice. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm fine. Quinchana.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Quinchana. Quinchana. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm sorry. I'm in fandom since February 1, 2022. It's Jiho's birthday, and that was a sign because she's my bias. And she's our leader. Then we have Nayeon, Jeongyeon, Momo, Sana, Mina, Dahyun, Taeyeon, and Taeyui. 9 pretty women, pretty girls. And my most recent fandom, 𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫, because I'm fully in love with their music. Like, Gabriel is gorgeous, but gnarly, that's what made me come here, because boba tea, gnarly, robotics, gnarly, fried chicken, gnarly, party in Hollywood Hills, this song, gnarly. Oh my god, that's beat. Oh my god, is this real? Unexpected cover? Okay. So, like, I'm in fandom since April 30, 2025. And here are Sophia, Manon, Danielle, Laura, Megan, and Hyunchae. Yeah, so my bias is Laura. I have taste in women, you know. That sounds like I don't respect other girls, but all of them are gorgeous. Like, I'm removing ring. See, I have no ring. I'm ready to marry. Please. Please. Don't cancel me because of my cringe, please. Please. And here's our last fandom, Hannah Ban. Last but not least favorite. And I'm blue since her debut, July 14, 2023. And here I don't have biases, because she's a soloist. That's obvious. And here we have some little profile. So yeah, that was our K-pop page, and there were all the pages from Notion, but I still have one last thing I want to show you, Notion calendar. I'm still not really used to using it, but I'm trying, so I'm gonna show you what's going on there. I had to switch to my laptop because Notion calendar doesn't really have a good interface for iPad, so usually just use it from my laptop. And here we are. We can make it full view. Yeah, that's our calendar. It's basically like, it looks like Apple Calendar, but it synchronizes with the main app, with Notion. For example, we see here all the classes, marketing, story photo, and they're all checked from university page, as you remember from calendar view. Here in the top we have all these posters like storytelling, lifestyle, from homework page. Here, Blackpink fandom anniversary, how TikTok sees me, that's from social media page. For example, if we move forward, it's office appointment here. And for example, let's click on story photo. We have our time here, date, study, calendar view, and we can manage it in Notion. So yeah, that's how our Notion calendar looks. I'm getting used to using it, and I hope it will be more convenient for me in the future. But for now, I just basic things, nothing super difficult. The same for Notion. I'm just not into coding or using some difficult functions, just basic, super basic. So that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I hope it was useful for you, because if you want to start using Notion, I maybe gave you some tips, some advices how you can do it, and if it was really useful for you, I'm happy, because that was my goal. And if you just watched it for fun, for some entertainment, that's great too. That's my goal, to make you happy with my videos, to make your days brighter and more interesting. Don't forget to put likes and comments on this video. That's really important for me. Your feedback is so necessary. That's so great when you give this feedback and when you subscribe to the channel and click the bell button so you don't miss my new videos. Eva Hardem was with you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching this video. And I'll see you soon in the new one. Bye bye!